Wow, look at this. I'm super high up in my nice new rolly chair. This is actually an esthetician's chair. Okay. What is up, you guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Mackenzie. If you're not new, thank you for coming back. So, I'm so excited for today's video. I have been crazy busy lately, and I've had this for probably almost 2 weeks now. I have the Cutter's Mate Mini Extra. So, Creators Brand was kind enough to reach out and they sent me over a few of their products. So in today's video, we're going to be testing out the Cutter's Mate Mini Extra. But before we get started, I want to reiterate, today's video is not sponsored. They just sent these products over and I'm going to give you guys my honest thoughts and opinions and my first impressions on this product. So, couple things. I normally don't even cut with a waffle grid, so this is going to be totally new territory for me, so we're going to be learning together. And you can see right on the front of this box, it says for use in limited spaces with maximum portability. That's perfect. So many of you guys that watch my channel and that comment, I know are in small spaces or small apartments. So having something like this size, the Cutter's Mate Mini Extra, is perfect for those small spaces. So this is the perfect product for us. We're gonna test it out today. If testing out the Cutter's Mate Mini Extra sounds like something you guys are into, let's get started. Alrighty guys, hopefully I got you set up okay so you can see everything. So like I said, Creators Brand had sent over quite a few things actually. They sent the Cutter's Mate Mini Extra and they also sent this little Creators Tool Caddy, which sits right inside the waffle grid. I'll show you once we get that pulled out, but we're also gonna be taking a look at this little add-on as well. It's something so simple, but fantastic. This is genius. All right, so what do we got right here? Cutter's Mate Mini Extra, simple to set up, easy to learn, fun to use. For use in limited space with maximum portability. Features include the CSG/10 oil feed or oil fed carbide cutting wheel, which is great. It comes with two 11 1/4 by 11 1/4 waffle grids, 2 grid adapters, the 13-inch slide bar, comfortable foam grip on a weighted handle for the cutter, rubber feet for use on any surface. The longest straight cut is 22 inches and you can score glass sitting down or standing. I think that's really cool. So again, this is by Creators Stained Glass Incorporated and I'm going to link down in my description box everywhere everybody across the world can get these. So directly from the Cutter's Mate website, they only sell and ship within the US, but there are retailers and places for everybody in the UK, Australia, Canada, and I'm going to link all of those reliable sources to get Creators Brand things down in my description box. All right, let's crack into this. I'm so excited. All right, so right on top, we can see the slide bar, the cutter. Wow, this is gonna be so much fun, you guys. I'm nervous, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is going to be amazing. All right, and here's the wheel. Wow, that's heavy. Wow, that's really heavy. Okay, so that's what they mean. So I read or saw somewhere you don't even need to put any pressure down when you're cutting, and that's why I said this is going to be so helpful for those days that I am cutting glass for 18 hours in a row. My wrists start to really hurt, obviously, cutting glass that long. This is going to take so much pressure off of my wrist on those really tough days. I'm so excited. Really heavy. This feels great quality. Cool. So satisfying looking. Whoa. There comes the little protector, but there's our cutter right in there. So it's got this cardboard around it protecting it and a rubber little tip. Cool. I am so excited. Look at this, guys. This is great. And here we've got our waffle grids. It's cool. All right. So we've got both of our waffle grids here. Again, I've literally never cut glass on a waffle grid, so I'm so excited. Okay, so questions, comments, concerns. Most issues can be solved in less than a minute and gives you a number to directly call them at, www.creatorsbrand.com. Ray Nicholas is the president. Cool. Look, the little rulers on each side. Cut those out and keep them. Cutter's Mate Mini Extra instructions. I love that. Okay, perfect. And there's pictures. Fantastic. I'm a very much visual learner, so reading just word directions can sometimes be a little bit tough for me, even with simple things, but adding those pictures is super helpful for me. All right, so set up. Place the waffle grids on a flat level surface. Let's move all of our other things out of the way. Again, this does not come with the Cutters Mate Creators brand. Sent this to me extra, I believe. Okay, so place the grid adapters into the squares as shown on figure 1. How do I... Whoa, okay. And I was just about to ask, because again, I never have used waffle grids before, because you guys got to remember, I'm self-taught. I'm a ghetto-ass glass maker. So I don't even know. I think someone told me you can use either side, but I believe the purpose is to catch the glass. This is great. I am so excited. Okay, so we've got our waffle grids clicked together right here, and we've got our little adapters. It says plug the grid adapters, these, into the squares as shown on figure 1. So number 3, place the slide bar over the grid adapters and press down as shown. Okay, so now we take these thingies, and you can see there's a perfectly matching space that those fit inside of. Ooh, this is like, oh, there's a spring in there. Cool. So that spring probably just gives it a little bit of extra security snapping in place. Cool. All right, this is pretty easy so far, guys. Spread the black bushings on the slide bar approximately 5 inches apart and clip the black slide assembly onto the bushings. Am I stupid? Oh, like this? Yes, that's definitely it. Okay, so I think, I told you guys, I need directions. I'm an idiot. All right, so right here and here, I think it wants to be pretty much right on the ends or the outside of each of these little clips. Look at this, guys. This is so cool. The whole thing slides so we can lift it up like this. Look, and you can just rest it out of the way. Oh my God, you guys, this is amazing. Okay, so the only reason I'm letting this thing sit down on the grid is because I still have that plastic cap in place. If I was you guys, I would suggest keeping this cap. So anytime you're not using this, if it's just sitting out somewhere or you're going to pack it away in the box, I would keep this little cap and keep it on top of that glass cutting wheel. Okay, cool. So I think that's pretty much it. So slide the black bushing, blah, 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 blah. 5, while we prefer dipping the cutter into an oil well, you may have to put 10 to 15 drops of oil in the reservoir as shown. This is optional. Now, you guys know me. I am not a oil reservoir type of gal, but I am a follow directions type of gal. They say even they prefer to dip it into a oil well, so that's what I'm gonna do as well. Okay, so operation. Use of the Cutters Mate Mini is very simple. Just relax your hand on the foam grip and apply just a little pressure. Pull or push the cutter along your desired score line and it steers just like a car. Use your running pliers to run the score. This is fantastic. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's take a look at this thing really quick. So they also sent over this. This is the Creators Tool Caddy, and this is obviously for use with a waffle grid, and there is 6 of them inside here. These things seem so handy. So I believe what we do, they're just these little tubes. One has a closed end, one has an open end. Look at that. We just stick those anywhere we want inside our waffle grid. You can use 1, 2, all of them, doesn't matter. And that will hold our tools. See that? They literally just pop right in the grid and those are gonna hold our tools. Isn't that neat? So cool. And look at how easy that was to just pop this thing right on and off of the grid. This is great, you guys. Okay, I need to grab some scrap glass or something that we can just play around with while we're getting to know the Cutters Mate Mini. So I'm just gonna put a couple Sharpies in my little Cutters Mate tool caddy things right here. So I've got my safety glasses right here since we're about to start cutting glass. I've got my little Belief cream jar, which if you guys have been watching my channel, there's just cutting oil inside of there. So I put a little cotton ball at the bottom because that helps absorb some of the oil. And then I put my cutting oil inside here because it's just a lot easier to manage inside a little jar than having a big jar open. You're gonna spill it if you do that. I've done it as many others have. So I put it in a little jar like this. So this is my cutting oil. Got my Sharpies, my running pliers. Okay, so I'm just going to one, save that tip and pick it off the top. I'm just gonna pop it right in one of these little grids. And I'm just going to lightly dip that inside my cutting oil. You don't want it to be absolutely drenched because that's gonna make a mess, but you wanna make sure that that wheel, especially a new wheel, is totally coated in cutting oil. Let me just take a look at that. All right, that's looking good. Okay, so we've got our cutter facing the correct way. And again, we don't have to do a lot of pressure here. This is gonna be kind of tricky for me because obviously my camera is right here. So normally I would lean over my work quite a bit more, but I'm not able to do that with the camera right here. So it's gonna be kind of tricky. Hopefully I stay out of you guys' way. But all I'm doing is just kind of letting the weight of the cutter, because again, this is a weighted handle, so we don't have to push hard at all. So all we gotta do is just listen for that classic score sound. Wow. I think I might be pushing too hard too. All right, I'm gonna try to let up a little bit. Okay, yep, I was pushing too hard. It was too hard to control. Yeah, guys, you don't have to push hard at all. So look at that. I was perfectly able to follow my line, but before when I was pushing too hard, it was too hard to control. So you really just barely got to push down on this handle. We're just guiding it essentially. Wow, this is amazing, you guys. This is so much fun. Holy cow. All right, let's open this up. Again, I went off my lines, but that was my fault. I was pushing way too hard. This is amazing. That's where I went off the line here. That's okay, because you would just grind that away and we're just practicing. This is too cool. I want to do another one in this glass. Look at that. This is great, you guys. Holy cow, I'm so excited. This is so much fun. This is great. I knew the second I got this thing set up, I knew I was gonna absolutely love this thing. You know what, I need to pull something out and show it to you guys right now. Hold on. Okay, so this is what I wanted to stop and show you guys really quick. These braces I have gotten to know very well. I'm 28 years old. I've been cutting glass for coming up on 4 years now, and my wrists are destroyed. I made the bad decision to learn and be stuck on only using pencil grip glass cutters, and I think with that comes a lot more damage than if you were to use a pistol grip. So this is going to take all the need for these away. Sometimes my wrists swell up and flare up so badly that I cannot work. I literally have to stop working for a few days because my thumbs start to go numb. So my wrists swell up, and then I believe it's carpal tunnel. It feels like my thumbs are completely asleep, and that will happen for upwards of a week sometimes. A week straight of your thumb having those pins and needle feeling. And I'm just getting started into glass, which is terrifying. I want to be able to do this for the rest of my life. And tools like this helps that happen. If this is going to take the pressure off of my wrist, I will never use anything else again. You know what I mean? It's worth it, even though this thing is going to be a learning curve, but I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. Absolutely recommend it. I will use this forever if I have to. I can already feel the difference of pressure it has taken off of my wrist, and that's invaluable. All right, rant over. So hopefully you can see this okay. You know what, let me grab my GoPro to give you guys another close-up view of down here. All right, guys, now I got multiple angles set up here. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this a little bit better now. So again, I'm letting my thumb brace that cutter before I start the score. So the same way you normally would, and then just letting the cutter's mate do the rest. Wow. I know I'm sorry if I'm being annoying and I'm repeating myself, but I can't believe how much I love this thing. This is an absolute game changer. I literally feel like I've been missing out on something my entire stained glass career. not only with these waffle grids alone, but this cutter is amazing. Holy cow, you guys, I'm so excited. All right, last cut, so I'm gonna go straight across to both of these points, then do our curve. Lightly, lightly pushing. This weighted handle is enough. Look at that. And it's scoring it just fine. It's scoring it perfectly. Wow, guys, I mean, you don't even need me to speak. I think the video footage shows for itself. This thing is great. Wow, wow, wow. That's all I can say. I'm literally speechless, guys. This is going to absolutely be in my everyday cutting routine. There's no reason not to. If this is saving so many of us from arthritis in the future, from carpal tunnel in the now and in the future, why not use it? This is a no-brainer. All right, again, we've got our cutter facing the right way here. Wow, I don't know what to say here, you guys. I'm totally blown away with how much I love this thing. Again, the footage speaks for itself. This thing is so easy to use. It took me less than 5 minutes to take it out, read the directions, put it together, and start using it. And this weighted handle, this is where the magic is. This weighted handle and this control arm is what makes this thing so special. The weighted handle takes the extra pressure off of your wrist as well as this control arm. This thing does all the work for us. All we gotta do is guide it. And you guys just saw, all I had to do is just guide the cutter and it did the rest for me. This thing is fantastic. All right, I don't wanna keep you guys here all day. Let me just clean this up and then we will wrap it up and talk about my final thoughts on the Cutters Mate Mini Extra. All right, guys, so my final thoughts. I think you guys already know, but really quick, I cleaned everything up and it was super easy. So I got my little mini handheld vacuum and that was strong enough, no problem, to pull up all the little mini glass shards in between the waffle grid, which is great. So if you don't feel like taking everything off and flipping it over, you don't have to. Just use your little mini handheld vacuum if you got one. So again, my final thoughts. I think the video speaks for itself. I absolutely love this thing. I'm so excited. Feel so lucky to have one of these. Again, huge thank you to Creators Brand for reaching out and sending this over. I am so excited to have this in my toolbox now, and I can't wait to use it full time going forward in stained glass. I absolutely love it. You guys, I'm so impressed with this thing. It was so easy to use, took 2 seconds to put together, and for all of you guys out there that I know only have a very limited space to work with stained glass, this is amazing. So you can have what the Cutters Mate does, but with the Cutters Mate Mini Extra, it's just in a small space with 2 waffle grids. This is fantastic. Again, it was definitely a little bit of a learning curve, but what? It took me 15 minutes, and within 15 minutes, I felt so confident cutting glass and really comfortable using and manipulating this arm. This is, I don't know what else to say. I absolutely love it. I'm so excited to use this, you guys. This is fantastic. This weighted handle is going to take so much pressure off of my wrist, and that's the biggest thing for me. So, because again, like I was saying earlier, I've been having actually some pretty bad issues with carpal tunnel and my thumb's going numb where I have to stop working for days at a time. I think this is literally going to prevent that for me. This weighted handle is where all the magic happens. It's genius. It's so, so, so fantastic. And for the price, this thing is absolutely worth it for everything that it does. With the waffle grids, the weighted handle, the steadiness that it gives you, it cuts for you. You only got to do a little bit of pressure. So for paying that amount of price, buying this thing, in my mind, is absolutely worth it to avoid carpal tunnel and arthritis when I'm older. Something I'm already working well into, and I'm only 28. I got a long way to go cutting glass, So I'm absolutely thrilled to have this. So again, you guys, absolutely recommend this, absolutely love it. So with that being said, I will link everything down below. They won't be affiliate links or anything. I'm just gonna link it to make it easy for you guys. So for everybody in the US, there will be a link. For everybody in Canada, there will be a link. Australia, UK, and so on. So I'll link everything for everybody down below. If you want to check out my stained glass work and my stained glass business, I will link that down below too. And if not, I'll see you next time. Oh wait, can't do my outro yet. So, quick question for my next video. Easter's coming up, and I know, shocking, I decorate for Easter because it's so pretty. So most of my house is black and white. I strictly wear black for the most part. So I think having those pastel colors here and there is really fun for me, and decorating for Easter, it's the perfect excuse. Pastel pretty colors everywhere, and then I can put them away after Easter is gone. So I got a ton of Easter stuff this year. I got a little carried away, I know, but it's because it's my first time in home. So we just bought this home right before Easter last year, so I didn't have time to decorate for it. So I'm super excited. I can decorate for Easter this year. So again, I got a ton of stuff. Do you guys want to see maybe just showing you guys everything that I bought this year? Or do you guys want to see how I decorate for Easter? I don't know. Let me know. Comment down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Bye.